This is my second time recording this, okay? I thought I was I thought I was recording my voice. But I guess I forgot to turn on the mic on OBS. So we're doing great. This is some great stuff in here. But yeah, we have a data download. They're all coming in the next tomorrow and the next couple of days. But we do have the ECAs. We do have LR Cell Max and we have LR LUUD. I think that's the first thing we want to talk about in here is LR LUUD. We also do have some other stuff in here too, thanks to Proton. Anyways, let's talk about LR LUUD for a second here. I might call him Lord LUUD, but just call him LUUD for now. LUUD Cult's God of Destruction. God, that's am I gonna get a tongue twister from this? Probably. It's a 3 key 130% to artificial life forms, so it's another sub lead for the category. Raises attack for one turn, does colossal damage. Greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, does mega colossal damage, so nothing too crazy. Before we get into that. That's what I thought. Of course he would fit under there, because why not? Let's buff Metal Cooler even more with more good units. Good being a stretch. I'm not sure how good this unit is going to be. But I did see immediately that, yeah, he has a rage mode from the looks of things. And an intro. Alright. So it should only be activated if there are, oh my god. When another 2 or more artificial life forms or power absorption category allies are on the team upon entry. This gives them 4 key, 610% attack and defense with guard for 4 turns. Okay. That's pretty good. I wish it was longer though. Base could give some 6 key, 100% attack and defense with an additional super, gets an additional key per key spirit obtained, and then 40% damage reduction. Okay. So far, pretty basic stuff. For every 2 key when attacking, so I'm assuming at max, it's gonna be 12 essentially. So whatever number times 12, that's gonna be the buff that he's getting. So 20 times 12, that's 240% attack, and then 24% crit when attacking. Now, I don't see an actual limit in here, so technically you can go beyond the initial how many, how much key you need. So I believe if you do overflow it enough, you could probably get 400 something percent attack, and then, was it 40 something percent crit, 46%? And the other one's pretty similar, it's just that when he receives an attack. So basically, if we're being realistic, 240% defense minimum and 24% damage reduction on top of this. So 64% damage reduction with 4 turn guard so far is pretty good. And then for every attack received, he loses 200, sorry, not 200. He loses 2% damage reduction up to max of minus 20%. Interesting. I don't like this kind of stuff right there. Supposed to be tanky, but I don't see that being an issue. Honestly, if you do want to put dodge, I think that would be pretty beneficial so you don't get that part. But if you want to avoid it, if you don't want to avoid it, sure. I don't think this is going to hurt the unit that much. And then the last one, starting from the 5th turn from character's entry. Not from battle, entry. Which means starting from whatever first rotation he's on, you got like 5 more turns beyond that. He gets 200% defense, and then once he gets 610% defense, and then guards in slot 1 or slot 3. And like I said, this can only activate once. Interesting. I feel like they could have just, not do that. But I guess they did anyways. And there he is. This is active skill. Level 3. Advances to level 3 performance. Yeah, it's a rage mode. It's a rage mode, for sure. Can only be activated if there's when there's a Dragon Ball Secrets or a Hybrid Saiyans category enemy. When there is another artificial life forms category ally in the same turn or same rotation, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. What? Do you have to satisfy both of them? When there's a Dragon Ball Seekers or Hybrid Saiyans category enemy, and then when there's another artificial life forms, shouldn't it be or? Shouldn't this be an or condition? It sounds like it is. It sounds like you need both. One of them to be enemies. Sorry, you need one of them to be enemies or both, and you also need artificial life forms. That's an interesting way to put it. And then it says or starting from, yeah, this is you. I think you have to satisfy both of them because there wouldn't be an or after the first combo right here, unless I'm reading this wrong. And you can just get this. I'm gonna leave that up to my gameplay and see how it works. But let's see how good he is with this. Okay, first off, let's admire the animations and the card arts for Lord LUUD. Oh, sorry, LUUD. Okay. Okay, I'm liking this. Okay. His rage mode. Crimson Laser. Massively raises attack temporarily, causes destructive damage with a high chance to crit. So it's built into the super. And then the passive changes all key spheres to STR. Gets 610% attack. Gets 3 key per. Oh, sorry. An additional 3 key per key sphere obtained. And then for every key sphere obtained, it's 30% attack. So he's gonna hit pretty hard. Hopefully. Hopefully pretty hard. Because sometimes Battlefield LRs aren't too great, but this one and the Shadow Dragons might be an exception here. But I think that's it. Yeah, I don't see anything else in here that I want to talk about other than all the stuff in here. But let's take a look in here. So we have Cell Max and LUUD. All out serious, seriously serious all out battles 2, stage 10, stage 2 of the climax battle event, extreme Z battle for. Oh wait, is it? Yeah, they're both gonna be on there, just like the last one. They're also gonna be doing the same thing here. Baton battle, new idle animations. I'm assuming that's for Cell, and then tickets. So this is the promo vid. I'm not gonna play it. You already know how it's gonna go. We're gonna show up the super attack and all that stuff, and the active skill animations. Here's the card arts for Cell. And then LUUD. I'm assuming this is seriously serious all out battles. And this one is for Beast Gohan. And here's the Extreme Z battle. What are they weak against? Movie heroes. That's not really difficult. You're gonna be fine. And then Baton battle is gonna be there starting on the 14th. Or 13th, actually. I'm not sure how GMT works. Then we have a new idle animation for Cell Max. And I like how his tail moves too. That's what you want. And of course, these tickets. Now, we are a few days away from Dokkan Day, so expect some of that to come. But, talking about this long enough, honestly. That's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think of this data download. Honestly, do I really want to go for LUUD and Cell? God damn, I don't know. Oh well, I guess. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, I'll see y'all on the next one.